Okay, this is Emu Park, which is just south of Roslyn Bay. We're heading into Roslyn Bay over there, which is just beyond the promontory and those rocks. Going to turn to port when we get past that and go straight in. It's about 5 nautical miles from here. And he's sunning himself in the in the bow there. And there's Kate. They're both knackered because they both had to work extremely hard to get the reef in, which you can see on the main. We've hit a bit of rather strong weather back there. Put her into the wind, and a couple of shackles didn't behave properly. There's some islands offshore which we're just going past. We've come about 20 nautical miles today. Oh, he's woken up. There he is. We've come about 20 nautical miles so far, about another 5 to go. And just pan round there to Emu Park. There's our generator going very nicely. Okay, here's Andy acting all manly and untying our reef, because the wind's dropped so much that we really don't have much to push us along. Probably doing about 3 knots at the moment. So we get the reefs out of the main, lift that up a bit, and the rocks right ahead, that is Double Point, and just to the left of that, behind the beach there, is Roslyn Bay. So we're making slow progress. We should be there at 1 o'clock. Coming into Roslyn Bay, look at those lovely rocks. So we're just motoring in the last bit because wind dropped, and rather than sit out here for an hour waiting for our hot showers and coffee, we thought, well, we'll just motor the last half hour. Getting the fenders ready. We phoned ahead to the marina, or radioed ahead rather, and they gave us a berth, Blue 32, port tie up, so just getting ready. And you can just see the masts behind the rock there at the marina. And over there, right in front of us, is Yeppoon. So there's Kate, and there's Andy. He's making the boat go all over the place. We've just left Roslyn Bay, which you can see behind Andy's left ear, and that is Yeppoon over there. And going up the coast, this is where we're headed. Right in the far distance is a Cape Manifold, and beyond that is Freshwater Bay, where we're going to anchor tonight. And you can just see some sailing boats there. They're going on a race around the islands. Now the islands are over there, the Keppel Islands. We were at the sailing club last night and had a barbecue. Shared a barbecue with them because they're all setting off on the race today. And that's it. Okay, we're just coming into Freshwater Bay. Passing a headland there. That's Cape Manifold. We've got in some rather rough seas. And our destination, just behind the line there, there's a bay where we can get some shelter hopefully. Okay, we've anchored at Freshwater Bay, so called because there's supposed to be fresh water coming onto the sand. And in the distance you can just see Andy and Kate going in the little rubber duck onto the beach, and I hope he's going to come back for me. This is an army training area, so there are some signs up there probably telling us we shouldn't be here. We're going over to read those. No, actually we're alright to anchor. I'm just not sure about whether we can go on shore or not, but we'll find out. That's the passage we came through. Came around that island there. Very rough out there today. Nice and calm in here. We were hoping to go for a walk over the hill here onto the other side. There's another beach and a very nice view from the top, but because it's an army training area we might not be able to. So this is the live firing area. Not supposed to go behind that point, but never mind. There we are on the beach. And there's Tashinta way out in the distance. That's the bay we're coming to. Okay, what's today? Sunday? Sunday. We're in some fairly rough seas. It was worse earlier, honestly.
so rough then we couldn't get the camera out.
Yeah, that's right.
And were you even wearing life jackets?
We were wearing yeah, the crew were up wrestling with the mainsail trying to get a reef in once again, and yeah, it was pretty rough, and it's been rough ever since we left the anchorage. A bit better now, but we're still hitting these waves a bit more aft on, which is nice. They were side on earlier and that was really bad. That's Cape Clinton over there. There's an anchorage down in there, but that's not where we're going. We're heading for Cape Townsend, or Townsend Island. Which is 35 nautical miles from our last anchorage, so we should be there hopefully mid-afternoon. We're making good speed in these winds. Okay, there's Andy braving the waves, and that is coming into Keppel Bay. There's some boats anchored over there. It's supposed to be a very nice anchorage. And we've got the swell following us now, which makes it easier. And over here is coming up towards Island Head, and then Island Head Creek beyond that. Captain's log, start 8, what is it, Sunday? 18th. That's Island Head Creek in there, which was a possible anchorage, but that's not a good one for us because we want to take off for Hexham Island tomorrow. So we're going on way ahead there to Cape Townsend. It's got a very high tidal range, and yeah, it's calmed down a lot now. That's where we come from over there. Okay, not sure how well this is going to come out, but the sun's just gone down over here, and we are at northwest of Townsend Island. It's actually a lot darker than it looks in the film, and there's a beach just over there where we went walking this afternoon when we arrived, and we're just about to have dinner. Lovingly cooked by Katie. Yeah, put a happy smile on your face. Okay, it's Monday morning, and we've just left our anchorage, which is in the background there, at Sandy Beach, which you might be able to see in Townsend Island. And over there is where we came from yesterday. And let's see, Hexham Island is straight ahead, which is where we're headed today. A very light wind. We're expecting a northeast change a bit later.
Go over.
Sorry?
Bring your shorts and go over.
Just had a sudden change of wind and went on to the other drive, going at a much brisker pace now. The wind's picked up, coming from the east, and should be shifting around to the northeast soon. Okay, we are just anchored at Hexham Island, where we're going to spend the night. So this is offshore from Townsend Island. Andy's just bringing Kate in, and we're going for a little walk. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Had very calm winds coming over, so it took quite a long time. It took 5 hours, even though it was just 13 nautical miles. I'm doing video, so there we are. Kate and Andy having a cuddle on the dock, and over there are the Percy Islands where we're headed, and we come round, and those are the Duke Islands, and come round again. That must be the mainland way over on the horizon there, and over here. Oh my God, there's some idiot on top of this hill pointing at things. Who the hell is that? Okay, I think he's pointing in the direction from whence we came this morning. What's the day, Andy? Tuesday. Okay, we left Hexham Island over there early this morning at about, what time, 5 o'clock, when it was still dark, and we're headed for, right now we're going towards the Duke Islands over there, and then once we get past the Dukes we're going to make a right turn to Curlew Island. Had to change of plan because there's some very strong winds coming and we didn't want to be stuck, so we might head for Mackay and stay in Mackay while the bad weather passes. We passed the Duke Islands over there behind Katie, and Percy's up there, and it's hot and it's windless and it's very boring, and we're just making incredibly slow progress through this rather lovely coloured aquamarine sea towards Curlew Island, right in the distance there. And at first this morning the winds were really strong. We were humming away at about 5 knots, expecting to get there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and now, as you can see, it's just nothing happening. Wind very slack. We're doing about 2 knots, and we should get there tonight around 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening when it's dark, which means we're going to have to navigate in by moonlight. It should be fun. Where are we now? Curlew Island. There's Curlew Island straight ahead. We finally got some wind at the last moment. We've had the wind for the last hour or so taking us in there. Otherwise we thought we'd have to get this in the middle of the night, but in fact the wind has just picked up. It's rather pleasant. What's that island over there, Katie?
Tinanny Peak Island.
Tinanny Peak Island. Way in the distance is the mainland. You can just make out. Digby Islands are over there. And we left Percy Island's far behind us over there. So we should be at the anchorage in, what, about 2 hours?
2 hours.
Right, 2 hours time. We have just left Curlew Island. It's worse than it is. We've got a nice tailwind. We're headed for Mackay, and we just got the yeah, still smiling. Smile, Kate. We've got the head sail up, and the mainland is over there. So now we're heading back towards the mainland. We're going to intersect at about 20 nautical miles from here, and then it's about another 24 nautical miles on to Mackay. And I will just be able to show you where we come from. Hope you can see that.
Out towards Mackay from Curlew Island in some big waves. Pete's doing a wonderful job on the tiller there, and Kate's doing a wonderful job to tell Pete where the big waves are. And now, seeing us not taking a video, there's any big waves coming. Oh, here's one.
Yes, that one's very big.
Okay, thanks for that. It's fairly uncomfortable out here at the moment. We're looking forward to getting to Mackay. But Nita, you didn't hear that.